Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. I'm assuming you can hear me? All right, that's great. Thank you. So I just wanted to just take just a very short, very brief pause here to just mention the scholarship that the University of Calgary and the Firebird Foundation have agreed upon, and I'm very excited about it. I just wanted to say a few words, and Rod Squance is also here. Rod, if you're up, if you want to just come and join me on stage for a second. This is Rod Squance from the University of Calgary faculty. So Rod and I go back about well over 20 years now. We work together. Rod has played with me with Bow Valley Chorus, and Rod now has gone on to a wonderful academic career here at the University of Calgary. So I'm extremely happy that he's a part of this, and he was the person that I actually originally contacted about this. So as you may know, if you've read in the program, Karen not only was an extraordinary human being and an extraordinary musician and singer, but she was also a painter. And I was approached last year to do a retrospective of her work at the Banff Public Library. And so we did that, and the show sold within 48 hours, which shows how much effect she had on the community in the Bow Valley. And what I thought about is I wanted to continue honoring her legacy. And so with the proceeds from that sale of those wonderful works of art, which some of you perhaps may have, I wanted to establish something in her honor. And so I approached the University of Calgary and asked them if they would be interested in doing a scholarship. And so fortunately, we were able to do that. So with all of the proceeds, plus some matching funding from the university, we have been able to establish a scholarship that will at least grant $1,000 to a wonderful, promising vocal student for the next 11 years, which we are incredibly happy for. Thank you. And I just wanted to have Rod say a few words as well on behalf of the University of Calgary.
Well, thank you, John. It's true, John and I do go a long ways back. In fact, I think the first time I met you was when you came to the Banff Center and taught me a lesson when I was working on some guitar repertoire that I had transcribed for marimba at that time, and that was a wonderful experience. First of all, let me just say how incredibly lucky we are to have this generosity to create this scholarship in Karen's name. I can't say enough how meaningful something like this is to students. You know, $1,000 for a student, it may just seem like it's money, but I can tell you as someone who, you know, I'm not so far removed from being a student myself, and then, as is the case now, it feels like the very most important thing that we can ever do as musicians at any point in our development is to practice. And when I was a student, all I wanted to do was practice. And what a scholarship like this does is it doesn't just provide funding, it provides time. Because instead of working at the Gap, a student can be in the practice room, making themselves into better artists, improving their craft, where they can be studying, or just in general spending that time becoming successful students and ultimately becoming the best. Working in some retail store is not the best way to become the very best musician that you can be. And so this scholarship, again, it's not just money. It really is, it's time. Incredibly meaningful to students, something like this. And I just want to make sure that that is well articulated. So thank you so much, John. And I can't think of a more wonderful way to honor Karen's legacy than with something like this that really just pays forward for students. And the last sort of thing that I'll mention is that this is a living and breathing fund. And so if any of you would like to contribute to this, You can contact me directly, or you can contact our people in the music offices, and you can actually add to this to see it potentially grow and potentially extend the life of it. So thank you so much, John.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you very much, everyone. And so with this rather informal and formal handshake, we are going to set in motion the Karen Joy Minish Memorial Award for Vocal Excellence.